Hello and welcome to Health and Fitness. I'm Mr. Ling. I'll be your instructor and excited to have you in my class. Excited to have you back in my class if you were with me last year. And if you're new, welcome to MIWA. I just wanted to go over a couple of things with you about this class. It's kind of different than maybe some other classes that you take. So first things first, when you first log in, make sure you read through the syllabus. I'm recording this for all of my health and fitness classes. I'm just using the 6th grade class as a model here, but this basically is the same layout for all my health and fitness classes. So read through the syllabus, make sure you got my contact information there, and it's always right here, so you can always refer back to it. Talks about your physical choice activities, and how to be successful, and my kitty picture, which I love. That's not my cat, by the way, just a random cat I found on the internet, but he loves to exercise. It's very true. So make sure you read through that. After you're done with that, you're going to click over here on modules, and this is where you'll go every time you start class, basically. Start working on your lessons and assignments here. So a couple things to point out. First of all, really important, as soon as you get started in the class, is to print out this permission to participate form and get that signed by your parents. You need to have that before you start any physical activity, since you're kind of working out in your own home. I can't be there to, instruct you on proper workout techniques. So it's basically just knowing that you are liable for being safe in your own home. And so make sure you get that signed, and there's an electronic signature page here that if you click that little link right there, where you can actually digitally sign it and then email it to me, which is kind of nifty. But if you don't like that, you can also just print it out, sign it, take a picture of it, or you can always bring it in and leave it at the front desk at MIWA. But I need to have that in the first week of school before you get started on your workouts. And I'll probably be hounding you about that if it's not there. All right, so that's number one. The other thing is, in this welcome folder, the pace chart is really important. The pace chart is really what I want you to go by as your schedule, basically, for this class, and knowing what you should be working on each week and when things are due, okay? Now, this is laid out by week 1, week 2, week 3, and so on. But what you should do, helpful hint here, is if you don't use Google Calendar yet, you should start. It's a great tool to use for school to keep track of assignments, things you have to do, projects, and whatnot. So, and you already have a MIWA Google account, right? So it's already built into that. You can just go to this little waffle button. Well, you can't see it. My face is in the way probably, but yeah, I'll slide it over there. The little waffle button up here. Whenever you're in your Gmail, you'll see that waffle button, then you can click on calendar from there. But use your calendar, and what I did each week is I went ahead and on Sunday, so if I look at it in weekly view here, I click on the space right above, not here in where the times are, but right above that, where it says GMT 07. Click on that, and then you can add whatever it is, whatever week it is on your calendar. So week 1 obviously starts first week of school, which is this week right here this week right here. There's Labor Day. So start there with week 1 and then start numbering all the weeks down. Don't count the weeks for Christmas break because those aren't technically part of the semester. So skip that. I think the last week is 14 before winter break. Anyway, set that up and it'll be very helpful for all of your classes, but especially for this one too. Okay, so pace chart, that's what that's all about. This is what I want you to use as your schedule. I'm going to try to fix the due dates in Canvas so that they pretty much line up like this, but it takes a little time. So I'm going to be working on that this week as my fun little activity. But just notice that each week there's an activity log that's due every week, okay? And that's just where you're going to log your activities for the week, whatever activity strain that you choose, and there's also some other questions I want you to answer on there as well. Let's see, pace chart, permission form, choice activities. So you have another thing here in the welcome folder to choose your activity. There are 4 different options. So you have 2 Aim High workouts, which is a company that's provided some workout videos for us. One is MMA, which is mixed martial arts. The other is Fit Blast, which is kind of like CrossFit. There's a yoga playlist on YouTube that I found that's pretty good. Yoga is great. It's not just for like calm, meditation and all that stuff. It's actually it can be a very good physical workout with some of the poses that you do in yoga. There's a lot of guys that have a pretty built physique that do yoga and maintain their muscle mass that way. So it's actually a really good workout. The last thing is if you already do a sport of some kind or dance or some activity like that that's already active, you can have your parent fill out this form here and say, hey, my son or daughter already does soccer, and then that'll be your personal choice workout. You might have to add some extra exercise to hit your 225 minutes per week that Oregon wants you to hit, but you can use that as your main activity. All right, weekly logs, choice activity, permission form, pace chart. Wow, I think I've covered it all. The only thing I did not cover yet was the fact that we will have, and this is new from last year, but we're going to have a monthly virtual meeting. So we're going to, there'll be a conference call that you'll join, like a virtual lesson. And it's just a chance for us to check in with one another, see how we're doing on our goals, maybe talk about some of the things in the lessons that you're learning that month, and get any questions asked as well. And that's always going to be on the second Tuesday of the month. Let me pull up my calendar again here. So next week, the week of September 12th, it's on Tuesday from 1:30 to 2:30. Okay, so put that on your Google Calendar and make sure you sign in and be there. I'll be sending out a reminder for that with the website address. They haven't set up our new conference call system yet. Once they do, I'll send you that address. You'll know where to log in, and it's mandatory attendance, so make sure that you don't forget. Okay, that's it. So have a great semester. Let's get fit. Let's get active. It's going to be fun. I'm probably going to do the MMA workouts. No, not the MMA. I'm going to do the Fit Blast workouts myself this year. I've decided that's going to be my workout routine this year. So I'll be joining you if you do that same one. If not, we'll still have fun. All right. I'll see you online or on campus soon, and have a great first week of school.